guys, welcome back. This is Clayton53DM back here again with another What If. This is What If Deku had a nuke quirk part 3. Now, sorry I've not been uploading a little while. My stupid self thought anime and most likely off-brand were a lot better than doing my own job as a What Ifer. And he was partially right, but not really. You guys are the bloodline of this channel. And my own stupidity is also part of it, but he's in there somewhere, but we don't talk about him. Yes, I'm going to be doing, I've been, looking through comments and stuff, someone asked, do you take, What If ideas? And, of course, I do. Now, after my Nuke and Wing Deku What If, I'm going to be doing a reincarnation, and a special one I found interesting. We have the one from Jeff the What Ifer, where he's going to make his own, but I'm going to make my own. And I love how we can both make our own and choose different ways. I really like that. Now, the other one, it's basically, you know what, I'm going to leave it up to you to go find where the interesting What If is. The only thing I'm going to say, it's about aircraft. And I already know, I'm going to use the planes he gave me and add one more in. So don't worry, it's going to be fun. Now, back to saying, where we last left off, let me see, All Might was coming in the room, Heroes vs. Villains. I think we went to Heroes vs. Villains, but I don't remember. I'm just going to say we're in the USJ. Now, like I said, it's 50-50. And some of y'all did not like that, and you're like, villains? I thought you said this is all villains and stuff, and Deku's like the only hero. Now, the reason I put it as more of a 50-50 is because even though they were all villains, and some of them joined the hero side again, I never said they were permanent. I'm not going to use my mythical powers to change them back for some odd reason. I'm going to put it in more of a logical and more understanding way of how they change back. Are they going to change back at their own will? I want to say no, because of how quirks are and stuff like that. Yes, USJ. So after the Heroes versus Villains, the weekend, everyone went on to their weekend. Now, some of the students, and I forgot, which students I made Heroes and Villains. If I remember, Momo is a hero, Todoroki is a hero. I forgot, which ones I made heroes and which ones I made villains. I really forgot, but I'm just gonna say, Momo, I really forgot a lot. I'm not even gonna go try and remember. Yeah. Over the weekend and this is a 3-day weekend because school is out on Monday because that is a teacher day. Now, over this, villains have been joining All For One. Now, not in the way you think. The villains that left All For One went ahead and went back to their normal lives as either becoming a hero or, of course, doing whatever they want to. Now, because of this and some information they have on them, All For One needed them back for missions and stuff. And we'll cut to All For One. Shigaraki, I need you to bring in the villains that said they were out of the job. I have something special planned for them. Yes, Master, I will bring you those idiots that thought refusing and quitting, being a villain, would be a good choice. As he sets off and starts gathering the people that quit, All For One, and his doing of his unlimited quirks, starts to put them through a little experiment. No, not Nomu. That's already, they already have Nomus, and we're not doing that. He starts, with his first quirk, brainwash. He brainwashes the victim and he uses his second quirk, memory maker. And what this does, it makes new memories for them. So far, the villains are up 25 and the heroes are down down 25%. Now, the next day, they all come in normally, as as Aizawa gets up. So today, we are going to be going to the USJ. Either go ahead and put on your hero costumes, or go ahead and... Oh, wait, did they put on their hero costumes or gym uniforms? I think it was gym uniforms. Go ahead and go down to the changing rooms and put on your gym uniforms and get on the bus. As they get all on the bus and start heading down to the USJ, Suyu is talking, Deku, what's your quirk? Deku in, not in confidence. As he says, mine's just explosion. He says, just explosion? So similar to Bakugo's, saying, sure, why not? Because he wants to keep it on the down low on his quirk. All Might knows what his quirk is, but the rest of the class doesn't. Well, it's technically All Might Nezu, but the class does not know what his quirk is. Well, and also Aizawa knows, but so yeah, they all get to USJ. 13's waiting there. Hello class, we're going to be telling you how to use your quirk in special environments and how to help people in these environments. As they start explaining and Deku starts reining in about the heroes and stuff like that. As a portal opens up and villains start pouring out, as Kirishima looks behind. Hey dudes, I didn't know they got us real villains, and of course he is one of the villains. That he wants to make sure he is undercover. They're almost like sleeper agents, but they know they're villains, but they're trying to act the part of a hero. Now with this kind of thing, actually I kind of have to change it because he has a new quirk. So what happens is they're all sent to their places, but whenever Deku is sent to the water place with Tsuyu and Mineta, he grabs Tsuyu and Mineta and put them on his back as he explodes them across the water and to the other side as they land, and there's Aizawa getting beaten down. The Shigaraki yells at the Nomu, Nomu, go kill that brat. As the Nomu stops beating down on Aizawa and starts running over at Deku, as Deku explodes the Nomu with 1 megaton. As it blows off one of the arms of the Nomu. As the Nomu looks down at Deku and hits him, Deku goes ahead and hits the side of the USJ as the Nomu regrows his arm. As the Nomu starts rushing at Deku, as he's like, no, I can't let this happen to my friends, as he puts out both his hands and fires off a 5 megaton blast. As it blows off both the Nomu's arms and one of his legs, as the Nomu slides onto the ground, skidding across the floor and hits the side of the USJ, as now the Nomu is getting even more mad as he regens his arms and his leg quick. He starts running at Deku again as Deku's now dodging the Nomu's fist and exploding him with like 1 megaton bombs, because that's what he can create at the moment. Because he's in a flight of panic right now, because he's trying to dodge each one. As he's hit again, but this time it cracks one of his ribs as he's flying to the other side of the USJ and stops. As the Nomu starts rushing at him, he fires off a 10, and of course it blasts off all of his limbs, but he just regrows him back. As Deku's had enough of this, as the Nomu throws his punch. As the Nomu's punch misses, Deku grabs onto the Nomu's head and wraps around as the Nomu's trying to get Deku off of him, as Deku puts both his hands together on the Nomu's brain and fires off a 15 megaton blast, making it a ginormous mushroom cloud of a bomb, as everyone's blasted away and burnt. As this happened, radiation starts to leak through Deku, as it seems like green cracks are crackling into him. As they're not permanent, but no, they're kind of permanent, but they're permanent on his body, but they're like in his skin, so they'll show up. So as everyone's blasted out, Deku looks around. Hey, is everyone okay? As the Nomu is just disintegrated into dust, as Kirigiri lets Shigaraki know. Kirigiri, we need to leave. I mean, Shigaraki, we need to leave. What is it, Kirigiri, we need to leave? Shigaraki, we need to leave. As they leave, All Might gets there, and just before he got there, he saw the mushroom cloud, and it's like, oh no, already. But all the students were able to evacuate, and the entire USJ was flattened. I mean, that thing was just boom, like destructive. As Deku's eyes start glowing yellow a bit. Now, like, it's a bright yellow and green together to make, you know, how the nuclear armaments have that, you know, kind of symbol that shows that it's nuclear, and how it's yellow, but it's green for radiation. But yeah, that's what I'm just kind of saying. Good damn 12 minutes. If I post this tonight and someone instantly comments, like, do part 4 or do Wing Quirk part 3, I will do it, like, as soon as it happens. So yeah. Yeah, USJ, All Might comes in and starts helping out the students as Deku walks out. Is everyone okay? And yes, that was me for, you know, pizzazz. As that happens, Deku comes in and starts asking people if they're okay. Yeah. As he turns around and starts reducing the radiation in the area. As the villains are now, with radiation poisoning, are getting sick and stuff, and their sickness is starting to lessen, but they're still having that radiation sickness. Now, for the next 4 months, because everyone in that area, and even all the students and him, are contained with just radiation, so they need that break to clear that radiation out of them. In this time, the last 25% of the people that left, in this case being the rest of the class, have now been brainwashed by All for One. One of the first tasks they needed to do was a bank robbery. Not for the money, but, well, some of the money, but there was a special serum in there. What it does is give the person's immense strength. Half of One for All. So, yeah. Has anyone gotten One for All yet? I'm going to say Mirio, because I like Mirio having One for All. But it just does not seem natural. Give me a sec. My bad, guys. That was just my brother. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. I accidentally hit the end button, but yeah. Back to what I was saying. The serum gave the user 50% of All for One's strength. I mean, yeah. One for All's strength. All for One, or... Oh, no, One for All's strength. As the serum would be given to Bakugo Katsuki to make his explosions even stronger, but never as strong as Deku's, because you cannot surpass a 100 megaton bomb. Because if that thing went off, we would all be in some deep And yes, with this power of Deku's, he can also create nuclear bombs. Not like in the he can like create plutonium out of nowhere, like plutonium and anything stronger to use in bombs. But what I'm saying is that he knows how to make them. Not like from his quirk, but make them. Like actually make the bombs themselves and warheads. And you guys don't remember, this is the Fat Man dropped in 1945 on Hiroshima. And this is the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear bomb. Or is it hydrogen bomb? Either way, it is 50 megatons. And there was going to be a Mark II of it to be 100 megatons. And this was built by the USSR, or now known as Russia. Or another name for it is the Soviet Union of the USSR / Russia, of course. I'm just giving you all the names in which the USSR ended in 1991. Yay, history lessons from your favorite YouTuber. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm not the best YouTuber for history. I'll probably just give you the best things for about World War II. But military combat, I will help you. Now back to what I was saying. It will be, if I'm guessing this correctly, that arc. No, not really arc. That. The UA Sports Festival. Now, I'm just going to go through this quick because no one really likes hearing the UA Sports Festival. I think no one does, but think about it. He has a nuclear quirk. He has a nuke quirk. He's going to kind of win every match. Speed. He wins because it takes like one blast to get across from one area to another. Because that is a very big amount of energy. Now, getting across with that would be nice, but then we have the cavalry battle. He could just literally go up in the air every minute or two. Because he would go all the way up, straight up, and then fall all the way down, and go up, and then go down, and just like that, and just be easy. Or he could literally just start spreading out radiation, would actually start killing the opponents. Which then that'd be causing more problems, so he would be too dangerous to even be let into the cavalry battle. 1v1 fights, I don't think anyone would survive that, except maybe everyone else in Class 1A. Now, the only one person I'm thinking I'm gonna like, the only two people I think I want to actually, oh my god, actually never, oh no. I just thought of a slight problem. I don't have a ship for Deku. Because of how, his quirk is, I can't make Bakugo his, I can't just gender bend Bakugo right now. I have to redo the entire thing, but yes. Give me someone that isn't, like, part of Class 1A. Because, like, we need someone else. So, you kind of have some choices, but try to give me something. Just don't be disgusting. Well, don't be as disgusting as putting, like, someone like, Recovery Girl, gender bending, like, someone, gender Endeavor. Ooh. Like, it looks hot, but it sounds disgusting as well. If you gender bend, Endeavor, you can say she's the hottest thing on two legs. Ugh, that's terrible. Alright, back to what I was saying. Stain Arc. That actually is something I want to do with, because that actually is going to play a bit more role into it. Now, with this, he is going to go with no, I guess not. He would go Sir Night-Eye. With this, he would go have a special mission in Hosu City. With this, a Nomu attacked the train, and with Mirio and Gran Torino, they would, of course, try to fight the Nomu, as Deku would also get off as well and start fighting as well. But with this, Deku would, of course, have more powerful blast and start, taking out Nomus with just, well, they would actually become more harder to beat, so it would take 20 megatons. But he would try to contain it in a small area, so it would be hard to contain and take all that energy with him to store it in himself again. He had to basically let it out in a very small area,
and bring it back into himself so then the radiation and the fire don't kill anyone.
Now with this, they head into the middle of Hosu. As Deku's running along, he sees Ida about to be killed by Stain, as Stain is then stopped by a blast coming at him in bright light. As Stain tries to jump out of the way, he's burnt. Ah, damn kid. What's your name? It's like, my name is Azuku. My name is the hero Deku. Or should I say, like, instead of Deku, Deku doesn't suit him right now. No, actually, that kind of does. Doomsday ending killer unit. That actually sounds like something that would exist, but actually no, it would be Deku, but it would just be code 9. It'd be a code name technically for something else. So yeah, his name is Deku, just for a different reason though. Yeah. Oh no. That sounds bad. Okay, I had a brain fart. Yeah. Deku. Deku's your name. Well, I hope I have a good fight then. Kill another bastard hero. Just trying to become a healer. A healer? What am I saying? My words. Hero. My bad. That is actually another what if I'm going to be doing. Just, it's going to be a lot more different than you think it is. So Deku is then now fighting Stain, but he has to fight him hand-to-hand combat. Because if he uses explosions, everyone around him will be killed, probably.
So, he has to fight off Stain for a little bit, as says, so, have you heard of Class 1A then? Saying, what do you mean about Class 1A? I guess you are as stupid as you look. I've been hearing around, and it seems your entire class is now villains. Seems you're the only hero in that class now. Seems the villains are trying to get an upper hand. And your entire class 1A class is infected. They're all villains. I hope in that class you become a hero, but don't fall for their tricks. As Deku moves swiftly and knocks out Stain. As Deku takes this into consideration, as he starts getting more away from Class 1A, and they're wondering why he's getting away. Does he know something? I mean, she asks, like, do you know something? I'm like, oh, it's nothing. Says, oh, it's just, I've been getting new friends and I want to hang out with them for right now. Which is true, but false as well. He's been hanging around more with the big three, the support course, and the teachers. He's actually helped some of the teachers with their work. Being, of course, that. And because he is now becoming a hero, he's had to help some heroes a bit in their actions as well. Being whatever they need help with. Either being a giant villain, small robberies, and stuff like that. And yes, he has gotten the training for it from the big three and All Might, but yeah. In this,
if I've... So, 12, that... So, I think that's where I'm going to end off right now at the Stain arc. And Stain has now been captured, and next is the camp. Basically when they get their license and stuff. So, yeah. That's where I'm going to end off right now. Peace.